Ah, yes, Banjo Kazooie. One of the few N64 games that I've never played in my childhood, yet it is often claimed to be one of the best N64 games. However, this game came out in 1998, so does it still hold up? Let's find out. Before I get into this review, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see my next reviews. Banjo Kazooie is an action platformer developed by Rare and originally released on the Nintendo 64 in 1998. This game did, however, get a remaster on the Xbox 360 Live Arcade. However, the footage you are seeing is from the N64 version. The story follows a bear named Banjo and a bird named Kazooie as they try to stop the plans of the witch Gruntilda, who intends to steal the beauty of Banjo's younger sister Tootie for herself. For as basic as this story is, it's actually pretty good. I don't expect some kind of epic grand storyline that the God of War games are known for, but instead this game goes for a basic storyline that anybody can follow, and it's not confusing, and I do give it that praise. The objective of the game is to go to 9 different worlds within Gruntilda's lair. Each world has 10 Jiggies, which you need to unlock the other levels and progress. You also need to collect 100 musical notes. Playing through these levels, I was genuinely surprised at how good the controls were. You gotta remember, during these times, it was kinda notorious for 3D platformers to kinda not play very well. They're very clunky, and while Banjo Kazooie isn't perfect, I say it still plays decently. The only problem being is the camera kinda sucks, and swimming is just way too slow. And eventually you'll be able to fly, and that is also a pain in the ass. However, that's thrown all to the side because this game is charming. No matter how old you are, I think this game will put a smile on your face. Even if you're having a bad day, you can always count on Banjo-Kazooie to just lighten up your day, and I really enjoyed how funny this game was. The dialogue, man, it's some of the funniest dialogue I've seen in a 3D platformer, and Kazooie is just the best. Some of the things she says genuinely cracks me up, and Banjo is such a cool guy too. I like him a lot. I also like some of the other characters that you meet in the game. They're all pretty cool. And Gruntilda is a charismatic villain. I really like how sometimes you go through the lair and she starts mocking you with rhymes and a bunch of other stuff. It's really fun. Another thing that will make you smile is the soundtrack. I think Banjo-Kazooie might have my favorite soundtrack on the N64 right now. I haven't played every single N64 game, so I probably can't say that, but what can I say? Banjo-Kazooie just has an awesome soundtrack, and I loved every single song in every single level. They were all catchy, and they were all really nice to listen to. I also just liked how this game looked. This is a very charming looking game, and you could say the graphics have dated because it's been over 20 years. However, I would argue I think they still look really good. And you can tell that the people working at Rare making this game had a lot of passion put into it. Just look at the opening cutscene. Just look at the opening cutscene and just see how much fun everything is happening. I would like to imagine that working at Rare, they were just having a good time making this opening for whenever you turn on the game, and it's like that throughout the rest of the game. This game is just fun to play, and it's fun to watch. However, as much fun as I had with this game, there are a few flaws. I mentioned how you have to get 100 musical notes within each level. Make sure you get them all in one run, because if you die, you gotta restart, and it doesn't just start you back to 1. Let's say you get 97 musical notes, you die, you have to get all of them over again, and it's a pain in the ass. Luckily, if you're playing the Xbox 360 version, which is also on the Rare Replay for the Xbox One, they fixed that issue and you don't have to deal with that. But if you're playing the N64 version, make sure you know that. And if you're going to be on Rusty Bucket's Bay, make sure you do the gear puzzle first, because it's a nightmare if you just do it last. The next criticism, I almost kind of feel bad because it's a kid's game and I don't want to make fun of it for its story reasons, but when you get all the Jiggies and you get to Gruntilda's final part, They decided to throw in some board game, and I was not a fan of that. And honestly, you could cut that entire thing apart and nothing would change. In fact, it would be a lot better. And I don't know why they decided to put that in. It's really cool for like a post game, just to see what you remember, but to be a major part in the game for you to get to the end, I was not a fan of it. However, the final boss with Gruntilda is pretty fun to watch. However, the flying part is a pain in the ass. I had no fun with that, but everything else, it was pretty easy. Overall, I think Banjo Kazooie is a pretty good game. I don't have any kind of nostalgia because I never played Banjo Kazooie back in the day, so I can't have that same connection that you did when you first played this game way back when. But I can say that after all these years, Banjo Kazooie is definitely a good game, and is definitely a game that everybody should at least give it a try. If you're an N64 owner or you got the rare replay, definitely give it a shot because I think you will genuinely have fun. And that's that. Let me know down in the comment section below on what you thought of Banjo Kazooie. And also let me know what you thought of Banjo and Tooie on the other Banjo games, because I am curious to see where this franchise goes on. And yeah, let me know down below. I also like to play Banjo and Smash, so that's kind of cool. Big thanks to StuffyPlay, Warp8, Nia-chan, Miasma Senpai, and My Name is Doofy for supporting me on Patreon. You guys are awesome.